That's an awesome thing. Check that out. We got no more dirty roads. No more ice hardly. Just a little bit here and there. So we're gonna head off to work and get some stuff done today. Traveling through DFW and it looks pretty clear. Looks pretty clear. Hope everybody enjoyed their little snow vacation. I know I surely did. We had lots of fun this weekend. We went out and played in the snow, made a sled, and went sledding down just about every hill we could find. Didn't actually have to pull anybody out. I was quite surprised at how well everybody did driving on the ice and snow this weekend. That was pretty awesome. I see there's a couple of tragedies out there. A few kids fell through the ice. Some got slid into a tree. But these are just kind of human things, I suppose. It's unfortunate, but the world still goes on, unfortunately. My condolences definitely go out to the families involved in that. Very, very sad. Very sad. But I'm really proud of the town for making it through all of this without a lot more injuries. So, round of applause for DFW. I noticed everybody seemed to have a lot more caution this time. People were more aware about driving too close to each other and stopping short of where they needed to stop so that they didn't slide into the ones in front of them. And that's awesome. It's awesome to see people growing as a metroplex, and as a state, and as a country for that matter. You know, I see the news and a lot of the media, they want to share their opinions and hype everything up, but really, from what I can tell, it looks like the death toll across the country was about 40 people due to the icy weather. And I'd put my money on that being a lot less than in any other 4-day period where there is no icy weather. Just simply because there's less people on the road in the ice. And people drive just as crazy and sporadically when there's no ice on the road as when there is ice on the road. But overall, I think we did pretty good getting through it down here in DFW. The town seemed to hold up pretty well. Not a tremendous amount of water breaks, and there were some utilities down, as always. The ice is heavy, it pulls on trees, pulls on power lines, takes some stuff down with it, but I think we did pretty good. You guys, the media has got to chill out with hyping everything up. I already see they're already hyping up cold fronts and little rain events for the end of the week and next week. And you guys, it's just weather. We've been going through weather on this rock for millions of years. It's here. It happens every day. We go through the weather. I don't know what more you could change about the weather to make world safer for everybody. But you don't have to. People can learn to adapt to the weather better. That's what we've been doing for centuries, is adapting to the weather and overcoming it. Like, the more people adapt and overcome, the stronger we become as a civilization. I don't really agree with making a safety blanket every time there's a sticky situation. I believe in get out there and experience it and take baby steps until you're comfortable, getting through normal. Workers get out there, first responders get out, the construction crews are out there. People are out there, and they make it happen. And that's pretty cool. And that's a sign that anybody can get out there so long as they just apply their brain, apply their thought processes to get to where they're going and do what they got to do. These are not like impossible tasks. Driving in the ice is something that people do all the time. Hell, a lot of people drive on ice. But seriously, driving in the ice is something that people do all the time. It's not an end of the world scenario here. Well, like I said, I'm really proud of our town for making it through it. And, just a few injuries and losses due to it. And that's promising. If y'all remember the last snowstorm in Texas alone, I think there was, a couple hundred fatalities. So as a nation, we did a lot better. I know from my understanding, this ice and snow went from Texas all the way up through New York and the eastern coastline. And it really just laid down a lot of thick ice. The way it went on, it came on wet, and the first couple of days it was rainy, and that gave a good base to freeze and allow ice to stick to, which is why a lot of the trees got heavy and the power lines got heavy. The roads were extremely hard to plow. The salt and sand did not work extremely well because it got washed off. But we made it. Everybody. It wasn't Ice-mageddon or Snow-mageddon. It was just a snowstorm. And I don't know about y'all, but I had an incredible amount of fun with the family this weekend. We, like I said, we went sledding, we went driving around, we went experiencing. Heck, Friday night or Saturday night, we turned on the radio and just killed the lights and had a little dance party for an hour or two. It was just an awesome weekend. Awesome. I think a lot of us needed this little rest and relax so we can get back to it and feel fresh and rejuvenated, if that makes any sense. Well, here I am. I'm traveling on to work this morning. Be there in a few minutes. Just wanted to reach out to you guys and give a round of applause to the nation for making it through with a lot less trauma than expected. I know the news and the media are going to hype all of this up, and people died here and people got hurt here and we need to regulate this and we need to regulate. Guys, don't buy into that. We don't need opinions anymore. That's what's going wrong for the world today, is everybody wants to share their opinion instead of just sharing facts. And I'm a firm believer that we no longer need opinions on a lot of things. This world is full of opinions. But what we need is facts. We don't need overhyping this or, oh, it offended me that. No, what happened? What are the facts? So people can make good decisions and react in a positive and productive way. If that makes any sense at all. We just don't need opinions, we need facts. So, with that said, I hope everybody enjoys the rest of their week. I hope everybody enjoys this weekend. I'll be traveling across the country, looks like, so hopefully I get to entertain more snow and ice, because y'all know I love that. With that said, everybody just have a good, safe, and productive weekend. I'll let the live stream roll while I drive. roads are clear in DFW though, other than a few side streets. Are you seeing? This is what I'm saying. People drive. Seems to be a little more sporadically, and there's no snow and ice. But the roads in DFW are clear. You can get to work, you can get to the store, you can get to the doctor, you can get to the DMV, wherever it is that you gotta go. Get there, get it done. Get it done, guys. What a beautiful day to be alive, you know? Sun shining, and unfortunately the snow melted, but that's just my opinion. I like it. I'm looking at land in places that have more ice and snow more regularly. So I really enjoy it. Now we're traveling on I-30 headed through just past downtown, headed east. We're coming up on what, beach, just passing beach right now. Road's clear, highway's clear, most all side streets are clear. There's a little hard pack here and there, but that's about it. It's not overwhelming for the masses anymore. Look at all the traffic. Everybody's getting back at it. What a beautiful day. Yippers. I don't know, man. I tried to play Minecraft this weekend, or well, last week a little bit, and then this weekend, and they have turned that game into such a grind. Everything seems like a lot more work now. Hay takes a lot longer to grow. I had to sit there and break a Leghorn about 100 times just to get mending after dragging a librarian to the swamp. Diamonds are incredibly hard to find now. It's like a job. And then after all of that, and finally get a mending netherite pickaxe going on, and I'm in the nether working on my dang blaze spawner so I can get blaze rods, and poof, fall right into the lava, lost everything. And you know, after all that grinding and work just to get a little pickaxe, I mean, I had diamonds and some netherite ingots and some enchanted books all prepared up to make other tools, but it's supposed to be a game, I think. To me, it seems like way too much work. The fact is they changed a lot of the mechanics of the game with all of these updates, and I'm not sure why. I believe it's probably to push the micro market, and you know, if everybody's tired of grinding, maybe they'll just buy some, you know, worlds or maps or whatever. But that's not me. I'm not spending extra money on a video game that I already paid like $40-$50 for, something like that. I don't know what it cost a couple years back, but I think I'm about done with Minecraft. I don't really need that extra stress in my life. I've decided that if it's any game worth playing is just a game that's making money, you know. So I'm going to focus my efforts back to the real estate and the stock market, and leave Minecraft for the people who have time to play Minecraft these days. I just find that I don't have enough time in the day to be able to sit down and grind for 6 or 8 hours to get one fully stacked pickaxe, you know? That doesn't seem like a good use of my time. But y'all check out these roads though. These suckers is clear, man. I know that sun is bright this morning. Got my big goggles on, big sunny goggles, and my visor. Some of that sunlight out of my eyes. Oh well, there we go. A big beautiful face. You guys, I think it's 16 minutes. I think y'all about get the idea of what the roads look like and what's going on out there. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this live stream. I gave my morning rant about renty things. Tried not to share too many opinions and only facts. But it's really impossible not to share opinions. Try to stay away from the overhyped ones and stick to the facts of the situation.